What up? What's up, you guys? It's me and Mickey again. We're back with Normies After Dork. So we're going to get into more like how we've been talking lately about the manosphere and people giving seminars and teaching people how to be better men. We're going to get into now men teaching women how to be better in relationships.
Right.
Because really, we got to get to the root of the problem.
Because the men are the authority on all of these things. It's not a collaborative. We have the answers.
Exactly. See, you already got it. So this is Ash from 90 Day Fiancé.
90 Day Fiancé. I know a lot about 90 Day Fiancé, but mostly from YouTube commentary channels. I mean, Big Ed is, I think, the biggest one.
Yes, this is the same season, actually.
Really?
Yes.
I've never seen this couple.
Oh my God, I can't wait. This is how they got together. Then we'll get into the big seminar, because basically what Ash does is he teaches women how to be better in relationships. He's like a relationship coach.
He's not a pickup artist. He's a
dating relationship coach.
Exclusively for women?
Exclusively for women, yeah.
And women pay this man to tell them.
It's what he talks about most of the time, yeah.
All right, okay. All right.
Yeah, let's get into how she meets him and how she ends up going to Australia to meet the man of her life.
Habibi. Okay, so she's Arabic?
I'm a mom of two beautiful daughters.
Scarlet and Silver,
my
adorable.
My 10-year-old daughter is from my first marriage.
Fuckboy.
My 2-year-old is from my last relationship.
Damn. That's gotta be kind of tough. A lot of dudes are kind of in that impression of like, not wanting to date, women with kids. So like having kids from two different relationships, it's gotta be tough dating.
Oh, for sure. Exactly. Which is why she's doing things like, mail order brides.
Which is why she's gotta settle for the fucking dating.
Yeah, exactly.
God. Everything changed after I met my soulmate. Ash is 38 years old.
Cue the, you sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
If I didn't know that we were watching 90 Day Fiancé, I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I mean, he's... At first glance, he's a
handsome dude.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He's got a sense of fashion. He takes care of himself.
Yeah, exactly. Ash, good dude. Crazy eyes, but whatever.
Yeah, the eyes are a little bit crazy.
Bro, man looks menacing for some reason. Like,
is he looking at himself through the phone, or is he looking at himself in the mirror?
And then he's looking at himself in the phone, in the mirror. Just like, God damn, you're a bad bitch.
It's like one of those paintings that like
Ash is 38 years old, and he lives in Melbourne, Australia.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got some crazy eyes.
Bro.
Baby, you look really freaking sexy.
Not a catfish.
It's Pat.
Yeah.
He's from Melbourne.
He can do this, bro. Pat can have this kind of wrist, man.
He reached out to me on Instagram about 9 months ago.
Yeah, something in the
It was
eyes.
actually just
Bro.
to tell, your food looks amazing. And I was like,
Boom, that was it.
he's actually pretty cute.
Rizzed her up.
He's hot.
I get it.
Started talking, and then eventually it moved to video chat.
That's a big step, the video chat.
Yeah, that means, I'm not a catfish.
That's always intimidating.
Right?
All right, he seems sweet. Seems pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing that really kind of concerns me about Ash is his job.
I thought she was about to say his eyes.
Right?
The biggest thing that concerns me is there's something in the glare that
he may or may not end my life at any given moment.
I'm gonna choose to overlook it. I've got 2 kids to raise.
And he helps women find Mr. Right.
Allow yourself to experience pleasure.
Okay, I kind of get like a woman would like if a guy wants dating advice, he'd want a woman's perspective. So
right?
Okay.
Maybe I fell in love with him because he does know all the right things to say.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah,
that's something good to think about.
I am predicting emotional manipulation.
Right? Isn't that would kind of fall hand in hand, especially if he's like psychic level. I know what women want. Yeah, she goes. Obviously, she goes to meet Ash.
Okay, so I see the suitcase.
Right.
So they literally just picked her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got her. We're going.
This is like the first. They've just met.
Ash lives with his brother Antish.
Okay, Jesus, dude.
Bro.
It makes me feel kind of nervous that his brother doesn't want me to stay there.
Yeah, I mean, just the cultural thing. If he's some kind of Indian and she's some kind of Middle Eastern, I could...
Yeah, there's going to be some turmoil there.
I could see there being some like, oh, who is she?
Yeah,
You know?
and his brother immediately is like, she can't stay here with us.
Right.
Also, as a dude, as a fitness guy, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do any drugs, doesn't smoke. She does all that shit.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, fuck, I love weed. Like she
seems fun.
She's dope as shit.
She seems chill as hell.
Ash does not fuck with any of that. He doesn't drink.
I think there's got to be something, man.
That's what he says.
He's taking some roids or something.
I think it's. I don't think he masturbates.
Oh, that could explain the look. That could explain the
that
look.
level of. Yeah, he's just pent up all the time.
That's the room for the next.
Oh, he's got a present ready. Are those
What's all that?
straps of some kind?
Actually, this is my room, because isn't there a second room?
There is a second room, yeah.
I'm into connecting from a spiritual level, but not actually having sex right away.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's very
So
spacious.
you're gonna stay in there.
Yeah, I don't know if for him, he's like, we could do it behind a dumpster. I'll be fine with
Right,
that.
he don't give a
But
fuck.
for her, she's like, I don't know if an Airbnb is where I want my food, you know?
Yeah, she's like, we have to bond on a spiritual level first before you get these cheeks.
Yeah, especially if you're serious about it. Like if this was just like a hookup, then sure. But like, I mean, seems like there's gonna be some light, but you can see it in his eyes. He's like,
Right.
second room. There is another room down the hallway. Yeah.
Right. I'd love if he would have just been like, nope.
She's like standing in front of the room, but he manages to gaslight her enough that she's like, I guess there isn't one. I don't know.
No, that's not. That one's barred off.
When Avery says no sex for the first night, I don't expect that. I think men tend to forget about how important it is for a woman to build an emotional connection.
Okay, I mean, he's being chill about it.
He's solid, bro.
He's being he's being chill, he's being respectful, he's being understanding. That's good so far. Big red flags in the eyes.
That's it. That's the only thing is his eyes so far. Like Buddy he knows how to talk to women. He, clearly he's not a bad looking dude. He knows how to take care of himself. He can groom.
Early in our relationship, Ash sent a text exchange that he had with a client that was hitting on him to prove that he ignores any flirtatious advances from his clients. He did not actually say that he was even in a relationship, and it did lead to one of our breakups.
Oh, one? Hang on, one of our breakups? How long have they been here now? Well, I mean, it's 90-day fiancé, so it's like, that's 3 months. So maybe a month or two has passed? Hadn't they broken up once already?
We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
Are you just gonna not ever acknowledge the fact that yes, I do have somebody in my life, so you don't need to be talking to me like that?
Definitely right. And I didn't post of you on my Instagram, Facebook. I did very public.
Hey.
Oh, okay, wow, okay.
It's kind of Also, that's a bit of a red flag on her part to me. Like,
yeah.
if I were to do that to you, how would you feel? Kind of question is what I'd deal with there. But
I think that's the Middle Eastern coming out. They're very passionate.
Right.
They're very passionate. But okay, so hang on. So he's trying to be honest about something, but I also think this is like a flex moment where he's like, check it out, babe. This girl was hitting on me, and I didn't reciprocate.
Exactly. When I hear the story from her,
feels like a flex.
I know exactly what he did and why.
Yeah, we know what you're up to.
You're right. It's like, hold on, man.
But you're right. Hey.
Early on, when you first see him and he's buying her some flowers, the cameraman is talking to the flower shop guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know this guy's over there. No problem. He's in here getting flowers all the time. This is my number one customer." Like, fucking, so
damn.
I'm also like,
this dude is the guy from The Room.
I'm like, yo, is he a player? Like, is he just out here just?
You're my favorite customer,
dude.
What is it with gym bros and tribal tats?
I don't know. It fucking makes them feel like they're part of a tribe.
But it was done by Steve on 56th Street.
Yeah, who knows nothing about it. Like, he's like, no, I thought these things looked cool in this shape.
All right, so they're both exhibiting. I mean, he's exhibiting more red flags, but the A.
Yeah,
I would be a little bit like. I think that was
childhood trauma.
I think that was a fair reaction because he's like talking to her calmly, and and he was just like, okay, wow.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
I did very public.
Hey.
Oh, okay, wow, okay. And I'm giving you certainty that next time, actually, if something like that happened, I will be mindful because I didn't see it that way.
But he's good with his words, man.
He's a clever one.
He's
a clever one.
Riz on 1,000.
You know what? This is the fresh and fit dilemma. This is the exact thing that happened. He was hiding her from the audience because if he was in a relationship, then it undermines what he's doing. And I think the allure for him, for his women audience, is to seem like the single available guy. I think that makes him more alluring for women to join.
I would think it would make more sense though if he had a girlfriend.
You would think, but there's got to be. He seems like he's got some side pieces, dude. Like he seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah, he's like, no, if you're not in my continent, it doesn't matter.
There's no other reason for you to be dishonest about it. Like if you're a dating coach and you're around women all the time and the flower guy knows you and you're not honest about your relationship, it's
pretty easy.
There's not too many avenues to go from there.
Right. Like,
there's only one thing that's probably happening.
The fucking evidence points to only one conclusion, my guy. It's elementary, Watson.
But he is fucking manipulative, dude.
He knows exactly what to say.
But like he's clever because he's like, you can't, like what he said is
it's not wrong.
It's not wrong, but you know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
We have already talked about it, so now actually if you tell me that we didn't go deep, I have to be mindful of that.
Okay. You're looking for me a lot. I just hope that he's being true to me.
That's tricky because like, I mean, she knew he was a dating coach when they were even long distance dating, right?
Yep.
So I guess if we're giving my man the benefit of the doubt, I guess trust is a two-way street, and it feels like you kind of knew what you were getting into. Like he's a dating coach, that's his main job.
Yeah, you should have been aware.
But now it's real. Now it's in person. Now it's like different. But trust is a two-way street. But it's
her getting.
Let's see. He's being a little prick, but she's also being jealous. But I don't know. It's
rightfully so. Like
it's complicated. It's complicated.
She's coming into a situation where it's someone that once she's got 2 kids, she already doesn't trust dudes. They've done her wrong thus far, right?
Yeah.
I'm coming to this other country. You have a job where all you do is talk to women all day. Gorgeous women at that, and you are a solid 10 as a man, like in her eyes. It's going to be, I need to know that I am the most important of all the women that you're talking to, because 100%. I forget how many, but it was like hundreds of just missed messages that he had from all these different women. And it's like, oh, these are your DMs, my boy. Like, I need to know I am the MVP.
Today, Ash is hosting his seminar in Melbourne.
Yeah, she wants to know what he tells them.
Because most of Ash's clients are single women, I've been suspicious of his intentions since the beginning.
But wait, she just said she's been suspicious of his intentions from the very beginning?
Of course.
And you didn't reconcile that before you physically came here? Like, I feel like that's something you got to simmer with.
I do too. You got 2 kids.
Like
you're raising kids. You gotta.
He's being a fuckboy, but you got to take a little bit of responsibility too. Because like if you've been sensing something from the very beginning,
why are you here?
It's a little bit on you too.
Yeah, it's why you're here. You did this to yourself at this point.
The seminar will give me clarity on how he conducts his coaching and how he interacts with his clients.
Oh, she wants to see one. That's fair.
Thank you so much for being here, actually. It will be very, very exciting to be telling you a few things that I have put together today.
Oh, God. This is a way more intimate seminar than I would have thought. Okay, I don't know why I expected, like, a bigger... I don't know why I saw him on stage talking to like a crowd of women.
That's how I was thinking too when he says what he did.
It's just a fucking hotel lobby with 6 chairs.
Yeah, it's like I feel like you put an ad out.
Yeah.
And told people to come here.
Okay, I see why he's got a roommate now. Because like, what are you charging?
Yeah.
And how many seminars are you having a week?
Does it work?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We saw the pickup artist selling the $897 to dudes, but I feel like women are a little bit more reasonable. What do you?
I don't know, man. Even if he's, I figure it's still 3 figures. Like
500,
I'm hoping 250.
That's a solid chunk of change. Like even at 250 a pop, if you're making you're making like $70,000-$80,000 a year if you're doing more than one. Like if you're doing one a week.
Yeah.
One a week.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, you can do more than one a week.
You got a good business going.
Okay, I do want to know how much it is.
Yeah, given these aren't paid actresses, like.
This is not what I expected, man.
Right, like her in the back, I can tell you right now, it's just your clothing, lady. If you change what the fuck you're wearing,
she's on Rumspringa.
Bro, she looks like she's Amish and she got away.
That's what I'm saying. I find it hard to. All these women are like super attractive. I don't know what's going on.
They know what they're doing wrong.
Women don't really understand the different ways that men work in their brains. If you think of the brain of the man, there is boxes in his brain. Now, your brain is interlinked. So when you're thinking of many things at a time. Everything's like, it's going crazy in your brain. And for men...
This is bold. This is bold.
This is what he tells the women, bro. This is how he gets it done, how he gets it taken care of.
I mean, no one seems to be objecting.
Look at the look on her face.
Yeah,
her
she's
face
like,
is
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, she's like, okay.
She's judging all of these women hard.
Like, are they falling for this or nah?
What are you all doing here?
What's wrong with Australian women?
What the fuck? I don't know. Why, like, I don't see any of these women having a problem getting a dude. Like, is all of this a setup? Like,
they all gotta be paid. Like
what's going on here?
I feel like you put an ad out.
I can feel the room getting tense, turning into a subject of like men are
brains.
this and women are this, which to me sounds sexist.
Okay, so they are having a problem with it. Okay, good.
Yeah, they're just all being silent in the room, like.
So why did you pay for this? What did you think was gonna?
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. There's no way I think women sign up for this.
If it's cheap enough, let's say like two women are having a brunch and they see like a flyer. And it's reasonable enough.
$20 ticket.
It could be like, let's fuck it.
$15. Let's
see what the fuck this fucker has to say.
On a Tuesday afternoon.
I don't know what you expected going to a seminar where a dude tells you what you're doing wrong. I mean, look, if he was talking about just the guy psychology.
I could get it.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
But to go up to a group of women and just be like, you know how you just get crazy sometimes. You just get
your brain, all your thoughts are connected.
And you just can't handle it.
Man, all of our thoughts are in little boxes. Nice and organized. Stacked.
Maybe he's projecting how he feels.
He seems like he's on, testosterone and
he's on
pre-workout.
He might be clean, but he's not. I mean,
he's not clean. Right?
There's something. I want a piss test.
Right, the water ain't clear, my guy. All right? Like it's not drinkable.
I have never gotten that vibe from him previous to this seminar.
Really? Mm-hmm. You sure about that?
Our brain is working very different. That's why with men, there is a box in their brain that we call the nothing box. Fishing, that's why we can fish for such a long time, for sometimes like 5-6 hours.
Okay, okay, all right.
But you want to get in that nothing box and try to like start decorating.
And then he just hard left.
Oh, man.
Hard left into it.
Dude. And he's like, that face says everything.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He really just went, the guys, he's fishing, and you bitches want to come in there and just
want to muddy up my water.
You want to just fucking take up the room in the nothing box. That's the man cave. You got to stay out of it. If you want your man to be happy, you got to let him fish.
Bro, like, fuck.
When he's talking about the dude stuff, I'm like, okay, all right. I see,
that sounds like something he confidently may know something about.
But then, when he does the hard left to and then you women fucking come in and you guys got to just stop ruining things.
He's like, this is why you can't keep a man.
Look, she's like, what? They're ready to throw down, dude. I hope these are actors. I hope this isn't like maybe he does have a seminar, but he didn't want to show his actual clientele. Maybe this is like a just for the show kind of thing.
Let's hope,
because it feels like that.
You talk a lot about like men and women being very different. Do you recognize that we all have both inside of us? Like we are both masculine and feminine.
Correct.
I came into this quite optimistic.
She didn't expect that. What? She was like, all right.
Was that an answer? Like what? He just shook his head no and said correct.
It is true, biology-wise. It really is just a fork in the road, whether you become a dude or a chick. So
we're
it's
both
true.
Like
we're made out of the same stuff.
Masculine, feminine energy is in like some dudes are more feminine, some dudes are more masculine. Same with women, kind of deal.
I got a skincare routine now. You know?
Right? Like I might put a clear coat on the toenails.
You know? Right. That was hilarious though. Like she was ready to check him and he's like, "You're absolutely right." And then he's just like,
she's like, "Okay."
I don't feel like you mean that though.
It's like he deflects or absorbs everything and just channels the energy back at you with a fucking Kamehameha.
He's like quantum misogyny. He's like misogynist and also anti-misogynist. He's
a misogynist feminist.
Yes.
It's like fucking
It's really weird.
We all have both inside of us. Like we are both masculine and feminine.
Correct.
She's like, oh.
My impression of Ash is he's quite
how much did you
out of
pay?
his depth.
And you're gorgeous. How are you happy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're okay.
What if we learn to balance the masculine and feminine within us, so then there's not really a distinct difference between the brains?
You can balance them, but you will be always in that essence of the feminine. There's different.
He's about one intersection away from saying there's only two genders. How do I put this? It's very binary. It's
even actually, bisexual means there's only two. So
you can be masculine, but you're still a chick. So
the male is more towards they're very logical about their way of being. So men and women.
Whoa, dude. Oh. No.
It's at that point he knew he had fucked up.
Dude, if I would have brought my potential fiance along, I would have adjusted the script, man.
And somehow, right? Or at least maybe ran it by her for practice.
Yeah, that would be a good way to make her comfortable is if you made her a part of this. Because, I mean, she will be now. This will be
people are going to look at her like,
together business.
Like, that's your man's? Like,
that would have been a good way. He should have just brought her. Yeah, that would have been a great way to make her comfortable with it.
But there's never an understanding on each other's. Sorry, guys. I'm going through a few stuff in my mind that is actually going too crazy.
Okay, I mean, does he have ADHD? Because I could get that. He's probably just maybe. like, I think she just blew his fucking mind, and he's just having like a Big Bang moment in his brain right now, and he's just like, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
I have totally lost control of the situation.
Or maybe he's so pent up because like he is like super misogynist, and he's just muscling it in right now. He's like, don't explode, don't explode, don't explode, don't explode.
Can't let these women be right about me. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do.
Sorry, guys. I just need a moment.
What? Nah, man, this is where we ask for a refund, bro. What?
What was that?
I just feel like I'm gonna get it right now.
Yeah, you did.
It's the approach you take, you know what I mean?
I would be asking for a refund right now.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, bro, we've been here for 5 minutes and you just walked out flustered. Like
you're supposed to be the expert.
You could have been subtle and been like, oh, excuse me, I just really have to use the bathroom. And but he's
something's distracting me.
But he's just like, excuse me.
Being around you bitches gives me a migraine. Jeez, no.
When you say you're this way, I'm this way, they're gonna shut down.
See, she's giving them pointers.
Bro, she's here to help.
Talk about the 5 levels.
Look at this. Teamwork makes a dream work.
She needs to go home and run this business herself.
I don't think that he properly prepared for what he was going to talk about.
Is this his first seminar?
Right? It shouldn't be, right?
So when you're looking at men, you'll be able to see what his pattern is and understand his language.
So what you're saying, it's kind of on us to work out what their love language is and not on them to sort of give anything back?
Most of the time, men don't know their love language very well. Women know because you're very emotional.
He just can't stop, man. He just can't.
It's just in him. Mans has said to a room full of women, men are more logical. And also, women, you're just more emotional.
Maybe that's what he's experiencing right now. Like, he's like finally hearing himself, and he's just like, oh.
He's like, wow, this sounds bad out
Oh,
loud.
shit.
This only sounds cool to dudes.
Oh, man. He's basically making excuses and be like, well, yeah, obviously the guy's not going to communicate with you. Like,
yeah, dudes don't know their love language.
Obviously, guys don't communicate. Like, it's up to you. That's
figure it out.
Are you saying it's up to us? Exactly.
Right, completely
correct.
Yes, correct.
You're very nurturing. You're very caring. The male energy, which is the masculine.
She's done with this shit.
And this is the dude thing too. Is like he thinks he's like complimenting them, but like it's so condescending.
Yeah,
it's so condescending. Where he's like, you're the nurturer, you're the carer. You know,
soft.
If we were back in caveman times, you would be the gatherer.
I'd hit you over the head, drag you home.
The male energy, which is the masculine energy, is more towards trying to get the work, bring money at home. We are trying to fix problems.
I think there's a reason why this guy was just doing online clips for a while. Either that, or he never had a seminar thing, and it was entirely a cover to cheat. And now she was like, let me go to one. And so he had to like put one together real quick. And this is the first time because like, this seems like your first time, man. This seems like your very first seminar.
It's like you put a post up on Instagram. It's like, I'm throwing a party at this location. Be there. And they didn't know they were coming to this.
It's a character party. And the theme is, I'm going to be giving you a dating seminar.
Right, I'm practicing live.
We are trying to fix problems.
The men are the problem solvers.
I don't like where Ash is going with this.
She's like, how? He got worse after our talk. I gave him a pep talk and he got worse.
When it comes to gender roles, that can absolutely be a deal breaker for me if we're not on the same page about what my role is in the relationship.
How did you not?
These are the questions that you talk about before you fly to Australia to meet me.
I feel like you don't even have to directly talk about these things. You can like feel it out in a person, especially if you were like texting for so long and like the long distance part. I feel like at some point you could
kind of suss it out.
You would notice something. Like
people have time to.
There would be clues.
You can perfect your online message. You can perfect your text.
There would be clues, but then he was like super
calls.
lovey-dovey the whole time. So maybe he was just like very much hiding that part of himself.
He knows what to do. He's Hitch.
Yeah, that's why he works online, and that's why a lot of these red pill dudes work online, because when they have their own space, they're in their own echo chamber, and there's nobody there to check them.
No,
but as soon as
except for people that
as soon as they step into a platform with an actual debate, they don't stand, like it falls apart within minutes. Like it just and I think that's what's happening here. It's like
in real time.
I think you got to just stay on YouTube, buddy. No one's gonna ask questions there.
Yeah, not again.
You can turn the comments off. You can hide the dislikes.
If you look at your grandfather, the men knew what they had to do. They went out, they worked, they brought them money. The women went home. They were quite happy. They were cooking. They were looking after the kids.
Yeah, and we hated black people then too.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Back
women
then.
weren't allowed to vote. There was a lot of things that were not. We didn't have the science behind mental health issues.
Dude,
people just had to fucking. Women were just given lobotomies against their will.
Yeah, they were just a thing. They were a pet.
Because they were problematic.
They were property. I remember, I hate when people use the. In the old days, we used to do this. I was like, you're not going hunting for your meat you're not doing these things that we used to. So why do we use that for everything else? In the old days, you used to do this, and the men would be the hunter-gatherer. I was like, you're going to the grocery store.
That's exactly the thing about this type of person, and I even see it in our politics right now, like what happened in Arizona with the fucking abortion bill that it reverted back to 1894 is like they're stuck in a time that was very problematic. They just don't want to say it out loud. You know, like there's an America that they want back. They just don't want to say it out loud.
You can't because it sounds fucked up.
So we'll guise it under like religion and shit. So yeah, this guy's just stuck in the 50s, dude.
That's hilarious.
That's kind of all it is. He's just like. And listen, my man, your skin tone, you wouldn't have done good back then.
No, they don't like you either.
They wouldn't have let you into the gym.
Not the same privilege.
But the argument there is, too, it's like, if I'm looking at this laptop, it's like, if you think back to DOS.
Right.
You know, it's like it was you could manually input shit. It was a different time.
Right. You know, that's what we need to get. That's not what I'm saying. We need to get back to now. I'm just bringing it up.
Listening to him talking about masculine, feminine energy. This is like the first time where I'm like literally rethinking who this guy is.
And are they engaged at this point? Maybe not. I don't know. Let's find. We got to see the brother clip, dude. We got to see the brother clip, dude. Well, we couldn't find the brother video, but we found a video where she meets the ex. And yeah, if you guys end up liking this video, I think we'll do more 90 Day Fiancé. Maybe,
for sure. Big Ed, bro.
We should just try to get the... Yeah, let's just go through the whole saga.
Ripe for comedy.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is meeting the ex.
Ash has expressed that he wants to come to America as soon as possible with Taj. Has he talked to you?
Oh, that's the game.
Like, how that situation would work?
She's like, run.
Right.
You gotta run.
I feel deeply upset about it. Taj is my, well, I cannot even, I can't even fathom being in a different country. I just can't.
Right.
Can't fathom being in a different country.
Without Taj? Isn't that...
Yeah, the son.
Oh.
The whole thing was he was saying that they were... He has a kid. She has a kid as well. Right. He wants to leave to go to America and also take his kid with him. And that is the ex. I'm not sure how that all turned out after that.
Oh, this guy's a piece of shit.
Oh, man.
We're going to end this video here, but we're going to look for more on Ash and Avery. And probably, I think we're just going to start doing some 90 Day Fiancé on this channel. So expect more of that. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. And we'll be back with more goofy shit to watch together. See ya.
Later, guys.